Howdy, Tabletop RPG fans, Protospielers, and con-goers. I'm RangleMe, Grand Poobah of Game Design, and this special gamer tip topic is about con gamers' pandemic tips. What I've done here is collect some of the ideas that I and my friends have had about attending gamer conventions like role-playing, Protospiel, and board game events. Remember to consider these tips as tools to put in your own toolbox. You won't use or remember all of them, but it just might help make things a little bit easier. For over a year now, gamers and convention goers have not been able to get together with friends and share our hobbies and passions. Ancient history has shown that many cultures knew what to do when sickness spread. Wear a cloth mask over your mouth and nose while social distancing. Centuries later, this is still good advice. Even 100 years ago, when there weren't vaccines to combat the Spanish flu, wearing a fabric mask, washing your hands, and social distancing was the only solution. We've had 9 pandemics in the last 18 years, and it would be wishful thinking to suppose that we won't have at least that many in the next 2 decades. In a normal year, I typically attend well over a dozen conventions and events. These 16 convention types are a sampling of the events I like to attend. I volunteer on the committee for DunderCon, a premier role-playing, live-action, and board gaming convention, and help in its planning while I coordinate the Protospiel, prototype game design testing. DunderCon is looking forward to a live event again for DunderCon 45 in February 2022. For many of us gamers, this Labor Day weekend 2021 will be the first opportunity to see our friends in 15 months. I'm not trying to discourage that, and I'm not saying it's right for everybody to be out there in the throngs of a possible super spreader event. You know best what is right for you. We want to go to conventions and keep going, and in many cases, the only safe and legal way to do that is to follow the county guidelines for the event and have some diligence ourselves. Most public events will require a vaccine. Some may allow a recent test. That will all be up to the regulations of the state and the county of the event. The facility may have their own requirements for insurance purposes. Convention staff can post safety signs and warnings to comply with county and even facility regulations. Convention staff can mark expo or dealers' rooms floors with one-way arrows, just like supermarkets. Convention staff can mark lines on the floor of the registration area to keep people 6 feet apart. Convention staff can regularly disinfect common surfaces with Lysol or market brand sprays. Con-goers can also each take personal safety steps. Do not attend if you're feeling sick. I know that can be very disappointing. Wear a good mask. Most any mask is better than no mask. Carry and use pocket sanitizer regularly. Some of you are going to ask, why is Randy bringing a Swiffer heavy-duty duster to the con? Well, it's a 6-foot telescopic handle with a handy soft plastic rake on the end that can be locked into various positions. I use it without dusters attached as a croupier's stick. Yes, those sticks professionals use at the craps and roulette tables to pull dice and chips. For only $12, it's a great way to pull dice and figs from the table without having to get over the top of other players. Bring and use your own dice and figures instead of sharing with others. Snacking and gaming go together like, well, peanut butter and chocolate. Instead of sharing family-sized boxes and bags of chips or cookies, buy the individually wrapped lunch snacks in bulk. Halloween and Valentine's Day candy that is individually wrapped is always popular. Drink from resealable personal bottles instead of cups or pouring from a shared 2-liter. As much as I and many of my gamer friends love donuts, try to find individually wrapped packages if possible. Also, if possible, step away from the table to snack and come back with your mask on when finished. The social side of getting together in big groups has its own whole set of issues. Avoid hugging and handshakes. A nod, wave, or fist bump is what I do. You and others may feel overwhelmed in a crowd after a year. Remember, be kind. Many people have forgotten social skills and haven't used them much in the last year. Again, be kind. Even talking may be too much for some, as being isolated doesn't exercise your voice. You may rush to talk about controversial topics, but remember, everyone is here to enjoy the con, same as you. Be kind. I like to live by Keenan Rue's kindness tip. I don't want to be part of a world where being kind is a weakness. These useful safety tips are not an exhaustive list. If you have a useful tip to share, please post it in the comments for others. If you don't agree with these safety tips, please make your own video. Be safe, be kind.